Hello, everyone. This is your SEU Old Testament Ancient Times reporter, T. Riles. Tonight, I will be reporting on the minor prophet Zechariah. Some of the items that motivated us to report on Zechariah include his entry onto the scene in Jerusalem around 520 BC. Now, this is first mentioned in the book of Ezra, chapter 5, verse 1. Ezra says that Zechariah, along with another minor prophet whose name is Haggai, came to Jerusalem and Judah prophesying in the name of God concerning the rebuilding of the Jerusalem temple. Interesting historical fact about Zechariah. Zechariah is the grandfather of the Jewish king Hezekiah. Now, Hezekiah is said to have been a righteous king, and Hezekiah also loved the Lord so much that he initiated religious reform in Judah. Another interesting tidbit about the prophet Zechariah, Zechariah not only served in the role of a prophet, but he also served as priest. Yes, Zechariah, the minor prophet, served dual roles as prophet and priest. Another thing that we want to look at is that the priesthood actually was in the bloodline of Zechariah. Zechariah's grandfather, whose name was Iddo, was also a priest. And Iddo was in the group that was first returned back to Israel from the Babylonian exile. Now, tonight we want to focus on 3 points in Zechariah's written work. Now, one of the first things we notice is that the book of Zechariah, with its prolific and beautiful writings concerning the night visions, has an atmosphere that is different than any of the other prophets or most of the other prophets of his day. Also, another thing we want to look at is that Zechariah, when he speaks to his audience, he tells both ancient and futuristic audiences about the consequences and dangers of sin. Now, in contrast, though, to that, he doesn't stop with the gloom and doom. He also contrasts those warnings with hope and a promise that God will eventually and permanently overcome and triumph over evil and sin. Lastly, we want to also look at Zechariah's vision of a coming king and ultimate divine victory over evil. Now, this not only points to Christ's earthly ministry, but it also points to the triumphant return of Christ as described in the book of Revelation. This is my report on Zechariah. T. Riles signing out.